your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Sun, which on November 16th will transit the sign of Scorpio. So now guys, as you know that in the Scorpio sign, Venus and Mercury are already transiting over there, and over and above that, this entry of Sun will definitely give a lot of energy in the signification of Scorpio in the zodiac belt, and wheresoever this sign is falling in your natal chart, basis your lagna, a lot of attention and spotlight will definitely go in the matter of that house. Now guys, from Sun's perspective, definitely it's a very good news, because during this time this year, when Sun transited the sign of Libra, not only it was debilitated, it was also conjunct with Ketu, it also was receiving the 10th aspect of the planet Saturn as well. So this was a very heavy afflicted state of planet Sun from the past 1 month. And definitely guys, Sun's transit also becomes very important for all those people who are connected with government, anything to do with concerns of your public image, your reputation. So because of which, this is definitely going to be a sigh of relief with this entry of Sun in the Scorpio sign. Because guys, not only Sun is going to be transiting its own friends sign of Scorpio, ruled by the planet Mars. Mars is going to be giving straight aspect to the planet Sun, and it is going to be receiving the 9th aspect of the planet Jupiter as well. So overall, a very good news for all the signification and attributes of the planet Sun. Because guys, Sun's transit is not as long as we talk about Jupiter or Saturn or Rahu and Ketu, but just because Sun is actually the significator of recognition. Like when we talk about doing anything where you are the pioneer, where you are being completely original, so we have to see the dignity of the Sun in all those areas, because it's the original light of Sun only which all the planets reflect. And secondly guys, because wheresoever Sun transit in our chart, it actually enhances the prospects of ambition, confidence, and somehow spotlight goes in the matters of that house. So guys, yes, this was just a basic attributes of the transit of Sun in the Scorpio. The general attributes of this transit is that for all those people who are connected with the fields of research, exploration, this can be seen as a very good sign, a very good indication for people connected with the fields of astrology, occult sciences, yoga, meditation, high level spiritual and religious austerities. And I would also say that for all those people who are connected with the alcohol business, cannabis business, or adult industry, all those people can also get benefited. Because guys, I am a eternal optimist. So a lot many people might say this entry of Sun in the Scorpio as a questionable sign where your public image can get entangled or get blemished with some sort of negativity. But I would say that because Mars, which has got the rulership of Scorpio, is looking back its own house, and the benefic blessed aspect of Jupiter will definitely put you in the forefront, that you will actually encash on the benefic side of Scorpio, which Sun will manifest in this transit. And now guys, when we talk about the general remedies, so beyond doubt, here we have to do and we have to please the fierce gods, like specifically for the followers of the Vaishnavism. So the worship of Lord Narsingh becomes very important during this time. Like rather I would say the Narsingh Gayatri, Om Ugra Narsinghai Vidmahe Vajranakhai Dhimahi Tanno Narsingh Prachodayat. Or for the Lord Shiva devotees, recitation of the Shiv Tandav Stotram, or because Sun is going to be transiting in the Scorpio sign. So even for all the devotees of Lord Hanuman, Hanuman Chalisa or recitation of Hanuman Chalisa can be seen as a very good sign of getting the best out of this transit of Sun in the Scorpio sign. And I would say that for all those people who have any of the political aspiration, you are connected with government, you are heavily invested in occult, in research, so I would say that specifically refraining from eating salt on Sundays, or offering water to the rising sun, or doing some donations and adding sunflower seeds or jaggery in your Sunday diet, I would say, will prove to be very beneficial. And apart from that, recitation of Aditya Hriday Sutram will also become very important. And I always say this thing, we cannot even overlook the living signification connected with the planet Sun, which is remain very much respectful towards your father. I still remember, guys, before moving to Canada, I always used to have this habit of pressing my dad's feet before going to sleep. So these are some of the Sanatan Dharma and our Hindu culture and values. So all of that becomes very important. So okay guys, now we will shift our discussion to the customized results for all the lagnas. So guys, starting first with the Aries lagna people. So now guys, in your case, Sun becomes a very important planet. It has got the rulership of your 5th house, one of the important trine house. And in the transit, Sun is going to be entering your 8th house. So guys, honestly speaking, it is a very good sign for the Aries lagna people, for all those people who are invested in occult field, you are an astrologer, anything to do with the mystic sciences, all those people can get benefited. Now guys, the only one thing or one area where I'm seeing the Aries lagna people vulnerable is that, because guys, it's not the entry of Sun in your 8th house or presence of Venus in your 8th house. See, you have to understand this thing. When we talk about someone's thought process, people look at the moon. See, moon tells about your emotions. Mercury to an extent can also tell about someone's thought process, the way you break down information. But in our chart, out of all the houses, it's the primarily 5th house which tells about your thought process. And the only questionable and vulnerable sign right now is that you have Rahu transiting in your 1st house. So because of which, you have to protect your energies, that your thought process should not drive you towards something which is secretive, unethical, which could be deceptive. So only if you can control yourself from all those sort of clandestine activities, then I would say, and definitely guys, the blessed side of this transit is that all those people who are invested in stock market, speculation, or any of the concerns of gaining paternal property, gaining from royalties, passive income. So for the financial aspect, it's a good transit. For being very much dedicated, devoted towards research and coming up with some innovative, great idea, it's a very good sign. The only thing is that guys, in the matters of your health, you have to guard your energies, because Sun is the actual significator of our body vitality. Your public image as well, I would say, because 5th house also tells about dignity, and Sun is the actual significator of fame. So do not get entangled in any sort of controversy or scandal, or any sort of underhanded activities needs to be avoided. And yes guys, this is how I'm looking at this transit for the Aries lagna people. Your mind will function in a very insightful, in a very probing way, and you will definitely come up with something very new, extraordinary. This is how I'm seeing the results of this transit for all the Aries lagna people. Now guys, moving ahead, now for all the Taurus lagna people. So now guys, in your case, definitely Sun has got the rulership of your 4th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So definitely guys, although Sun has got kind of a biasness with the energies of the 7th house, because in the original Kalpurush Kundli, this is the house where Sun attains debilitation, and just because Sun's ego has to compromise and it has to become a part of the collective. But guys, the good sign is that, like, definitely when we talk about anything to do with the political aspirations, like, because 4th house also tells about your masses, and 7th house is the actual house of our public dealings. So during this time, if you're also going through some auspicious timings, like your dashas are running very much favorable, and during this time you have to consider like launching any product, signing any agreement, or giving any public performances and everything. So things will work out in your favor. This is how the planetary vibration is indicating, because guys, even your ascendant lord is soon going to be coming out of its combustion. So I would say that the overall planetary contribution is very much favorable, which will enhance your public image. And during this time, your partner will also prove to be very supporting towards you. The only thing is that within the matrimonial life, I would say partner could be the the balance of power might shift towards your partner, where your partner might be acting very demanding or demanding a lot of respect, lot of attention. So only in the matters of your intimate personal relationship over there, just try to accommodate your partner's need or your partner's priorities, or in short, be very much respectful, stay respectful towards your partner. Pertaining to the matters of commercial gain or enhancement of the reputation or some sort of opportunities, or even I would say that any of the public dealing or travels, this transit of your 4th house lord in the 7th house can be seen as a very good sign. I can actually give you go ahead that during this time, if you will give any presentation, go on any meeting, any proposal, things will work out in your favor. People will actually experience your charisma. Now guys, for all the Gemini lagna people, so now guys, in your case, sun becomes your 3rd house lord, and it is going to be transiting in the 6th house. So definitely guys, even in the Brihathora Shastra, even Sage Prashara has said this thing, that sun, which also is a mild malefic, it actually gave good results whenever it is transiting from the Upachya Bhava, like 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house. So definitely this transit will benefit more people who are connected with policing, specifically the lawyers, people connected with the medical industry, health industry, fitness industry. And I would say guys, see, the only thing is that because energy is getting created in this way where you will succeed, but the path towards success will be filled with opposition, criticism. So only if you are that kind of person who is always open towards challenges, and you always look at the brighter side of any given situation, then you do not have to worry about anything. Any of the initiatives taken by you, any of your mode of communication, any of your created efforts will definitely reap some very good results. And I would say that all those people who have to write any competitive exam, any of the product launch, or any of the concerns of asking for a raise, any of the concerns of promotion, or I would say that even some work related travel will also prove to be very beneficial. So guys, the gist of this transit of sun in your 6th house is that you have to demonstrate strong fighting spirit, and only if you will work with this mindset, specifically at your work front, your degree and sense of confidence and competitiveness will actually exude some very good results. That is all what I can say for all the Gemini lagna people, but in a nutshell, it's a positive transit which can actually give you recognition at your work front. Now guys, for all the Cancer lagna people, so definitely guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 2nd house, and in transit it is going to be entering your 5th house, which is a ideal combination of some good results pertaining to the matters of your finances. So any of the investments made by you, this could be in the past or during this time as well, will actually reap or generate some very good returns. Second thing is that guys, like specifically in your financial structure, if like that becomes more applicable for people who are in their own business. So any of the updates you want to do, any of the amendments you want to do, you can consider doing that right now. Now guys, when we talk about the living signification, so just because as you know that too much of the energy is going in the matters of the 5th house, which can be a blessing in disguise for people connected with the art, entertainment, media related fields. But when we talk about like all those parents who are already having difficult time in handling their rebellious children or rebellious teenagers, so over there children could be a matter of stress or a matter of concern. And definitely guys, because too much of the energy is going in the matters of your 5th house, which is the house of your thought process. So yes guys, there is going to be too much of the intensity which you will experience in your thought process, the way, because a lot will be dependent on the dignity and strength of your ascendant lord moon in the chart. But definitely guys, this is going to be a time where if you will direct your energies, your thoughts in the right direction, it can actually generate some very good results. So overall guys, I'm actually looking forward to Cancer Lagna people speculating a lot in the matters of their financial management, like specifically all those people who are self-employed, freelance, artists, creative people. So all the people who come in this portfolio, they might remain lucky in grabbing some new opportunity, some new deal, or whatsoever work or content you are creating. So suddenly going viral or getting some good recognition. And guys, try to understand this thing. Whenever we talk about the Scorpio energy, Scorpio has everything to do with the scandal. It is the original sign which represents controversy, scandal. So I would say that, like, even if you will come across any criticism for your craft, or any of the initial kind of negative review in any of your work, so just look at the brighter, optimistic side of it, because you will end up gaining even in the face of any negative criticism for your work, for your craft. So just remain consistent in your work, in your thought process, in your plans. That is all what I can say for all the Cancer Lagna people. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna people, so guys, in your case, Sun becomes your ascendant lord and it is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So definitely guys, your ascendant lords coming out of its debilitation and under so much severe affliction, it is a very good news for all of you guys. Now guys, this transit will definitely have some positive and negative attribute attached to it. I want to be very honest. When we talk about the material and the tangible aspect of the 4th house, where we talk about people who are invested or working in the fields of real estate, or you're planning to buy a property or sell out your property, so it's a good sign, because not only your ascendant lord is giving spotlight in the matters of the 4th house, but the significator of property and the lord of that house, Mars, is also aspecting your 4th house. So pertaining to the matters of 4th house connected comforts, conveniences, luxury, I would say it's a good sign. Now guys, when we talk about the matters of the relationship within the family, so over there this could actually create those circumstances that you might face a lot of additional family responsibilities, or at your work front things could become in such a way that you will find it difficult to balance your work and the home life. So personal life, family life, and finding it difficult to balance it out with your additional professional responsibilities could be an area where a lot many Leo Lagna people might struggle. But again guys, like the way I have already mentioned this thing, if you're already invested in the matters of the 4th house as a part of your profession, as a part of your livelihood, so then it's going to be a very beneficial time for all the Leo Lagna people. Now guys, talking about the Virgo rising people, so now guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 12th house and it is going to be transiting in your 3rd house. So definitely guys, it's a very good time specifically for all those people who are connected with the fields of, like, if you are like you are a YouTuber like me, but you make content primarily on spirituality, on adhyatma, on yoga, meditation, this can be a very good time for you. In general as well guys, whenever we talk about the social media, marketing, sales, so all of that comes in the purview of the 3rd house. So I would say that this is going to be a very good transit where all of the hard work which you have been putting in, that will get the limelight for sure. And nothing could be better than that if you're already working in a or living in a foreign land, or any of the concerns of import export, so all those people will definitely get benefited. Now guys, try to understand this thing. Scorpio energy has got a lot of esoteric energy attached to it. It is very difficult to judge what can come out of the 8th house from Rahu, Ketu, and individually the Scorpio sign. So just because Sun in your case has got the rulership of your 12th house as well, so definitely in your line of work, if you are looking forward to some new inspiration, some new idea, some new product line which you want to launch or introduce, so regarding that front as well, it is going to be a good time where Sun can actually give you some original innovative idea as well. So overall guys, definitely you are going to be very much empowered in all of your initiatives. It's just like that too much of the energy is getting concentrated in your third house. So your relationship with your younger siblings could be a matter of concern for few of the Virgo lagna people, but in general guys, this transit or this entry of sun in your third house will definitely make you empowered. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra lagna people, so guys, in your case it's going to be a very auspicious transit. Sun in your case has got the rulership of your 11th house, and it is going to be transiting in your second house, and this year it's a very auspicious or I would say positive transit, because Jupiter is expecting it. The lord of the second house, Mars, is expecting it. So guys, I would say that specifically pertaining to the matters of your finances, there could be some sudden unexpected gains for a lot many Libra lagna people. Now guys, when I say this thing, so definitely a lot is dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart, what kind of dashas are currently operational, and are you actually in that line of work where these kind of sudden gains are feasible or are possible for you. But I would say that guys, specifically pertaining to the matters of the financial gains, it's a very positive time. So I would say that for long you have been thinking about asking for a raise at your work front, or you think that you are getting too much exploited at your existing line of work and you should be looking out for a job. So I would say that pertaining to the matters of reinforcing the matters or attributes of your income, of your finances, it is going to be a very good time. And guys, do not shy out in asking for favors. It's a very auspicious time which this entry of sun in your second house will create. So reach out to people in your network, in your friend circle. So definitely friends will prove to be very beneficial, and through them you might land at some lucrative deal as well. So keep your social life active, and if you are in that mode or in that space where you find yourself stuck, so do not hesitate to reach out to people in your friend circle, in your community, for any of the support or favor, because chances are very strong that you will get the right set of guidance from people around during this time. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio lagna people, so definitely guys, in your case, a lot of the planetary energy is going in your first house, which is making you very empowered. So I would say that specifically all those people who are connected with the government or any of the concerns of being in a top management, so it is going to be a very good time for all of these people, because guys, in your case, sun becomes your 10th house lord, and it was severely afflicted from the past 1 month, because it's not only sun was debilitated in the 12th house, but also the way other planets were contributing to it. So I would say guys that it's a very good time pertaining to the matters of your professional endeavors. So a lot many Scorpio lagna people will get the due recognition for all the struggle, all the hard work they have been doing in, and for any of the concerns of bringing any revamp at your line of work, asking for any raise, and all those people who are out of job, finding a job of your own, or if you are a freelance self-employed person, so landing at some lucrative deal, receiving the right set of support from your bosses. So for all those outdoor activities, I would say that it is going to be a very positive transit for the Scorpio lagna people. So guys, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any front. See guys, try to understand this thing, the way this transit is influencing you, your 10th house lord, your 11th house lord, your 12th house lord. So all the planets are concentrated right over there in your first house. So that in itself makes you empowered, that whatsoever you need right now, you have this power and energy to attract that by itself towards you. So just remain in that positive mind. And I would say that for any of your professional endeavors, it is going to be a very auspicious time for a lot many Scorpio lagna people. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius lagna people, so now guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 9th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So definitely guys, because it's not only the sun which is going to be transiting over here, a lot many planets are right now concentrated in your 12th house. So I would say that if in your line of work you are very much invested in occult, in spirituality, in yoga, in meditation, or any of the concerns of import-export nature of work, line of work, or being in a hospital or medical industry, or anything to do with the adult industry. So all those people can still get benefited. But again guys, it is going to be a kind of a very expensive transit of sun in your 12th house. So I would say that if you are a kind of person who very easily get tempted, like you have gone to a mall, you saw something expensive which you do not need right now, so you will get very much tempted towards buying that, which could burn a hole in your pocket. So because of that, manage your finances very carefully. And guys, just because the way planets are getting concentrated in your 12th house, so I would still say, because Jupiter is giving its aspect, so for anything to do with the relaxation, any therapy, any sort of spiritual retreat specifically targeted at relaxation, like rather I would also say this thing, that even for undertaking any pilgrimage, this is a very good yoga for you guys. So all what I can say over here is that guys, try to be more on towards the side of spirituality, adhyatma, and you can also give attention towards the cleansing of all those pent up energies which might be troubling you or bothering you. But when we talk about any of the secretive clandestine activities, because guys, you have to understand this thing, Rahu right now is transiting in your 5th house, which tells about our thought process, and Rahu is the most contaminating factor which can actually can contaminate our thought process, driving it towards all the unethical actions. So just refrain from any secretive clandestine activities. And for all those people whose livelihood occupation is connected with the matters of the 12th house, all those people can actually and definitely are going to get benefited, because spotlight is going in the matters of your 12th house. Now guys, for all the Capricorn lagna people, so now guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 8th house, and in the transit it is going to be entering in your 11th house. So definitely guys, all the Capricorn lagna people are actually going through some very auspicious time, with this much of the planetary concentration taking place in your 11th house, with the lord of the 11th house aspecting it back, and Jupiter giving its 9th aspect. So it's a very auspicious time which you guys are going through. So specifically for all those people who are in their own business and in any line of work where relying on the support from people, any of the favors specifically from the prominent people in the community, or this could be even getting the support from the people connected with the government as well, this transit will prove to be very favorable for all those people. So definitely guys, 11th house also has to do with the recognition aspect as well. 10th house generally tells about our relationship with the authority figures and the degree and nature of our actions, but the immediate result of our actions in the form of rewards, income, gains, popularity comes from the 11th house. So definitely guys, a very good time pertaining to the matters of your finances, and specifically in the area of the finances, gains are going to be very sudden, very unexpected. People will prove to be very much supporting towards your strategies, towards your plans, towards your endeavors. I can actually give you a go ahead to initiate any of the new plan or new project which you are for long have been contemplating, because guys, during this time only your Yoga Karaka planet Venus is also going to be coming out of its combust mode. So overall it's a very good energy with this whole concentration of the planets in your 11th house for putting your wholehearted full energy in the direction of your goals or any of the plans on which you have been working for long time. Now guys, for all the Aquarius lagna people, so guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership of your 7th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 10th house, which can be seen as a very good sign, because guys, the way other planets are contributing towards this move of sun or this entry of sun in your 10th house, this is definitely a indication of the enhancement of the reputation at your work front. Like I would say that whatsoever hard work you have been putting in, you will get the due recognition for all of that. Now specifically for all those people who are connected with politics or who are connected with the fields of mass media, entertainment, creative fields, all those people will get benefited. Also guys, as you can see that your Yoga Karaka planet Venus is also going to be coming out of its combust mode during this time only. So I would say that guys, luck is definitely supporting you at your professional front if you are in that field where support from the government connected people is an integral part of your line of work. So then definitely guys, you are heading towards some right time, and during this time your partner will also be very much much supporting towards you, and nothing better than like planning of initiating any new project right now. If you have been long thinking about asking for a raise at your work front from your bosses, or you're not satisfied with your existing job, and you are for long have been applying out for a different role to a different organization, so definitely you will get the recognition, you will get the job which you have been eyeing for. So overall guys, specifically for the Aquarius lagna people, with this much concentration of the planets in your 10th house, definitely something substantial at your work front is bound to happen or take place. So just keep on working hard consistently with this degree and sense of optimism. That is the only thing which I want to say over here, because guys, in your case, very soon Saturn has already started its journey towards your first house. Like in the month of January, in just next 2 and 3 months, it will enter your first house, and Saturn's transit in the first house is always a time of being considered for some new responsibility, new position. So I would say that make best use out of this entry of Sun in your 10th house, and definitely depending on the yogas you have in your chart, the kind of dashas you are going through, a lot many Aquarius lagna people will take some very important decision at their work front, which will become responsible for their success or recognition in times to come. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces lagna people, so now guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 6th house, and it is going to be transiting in the 9th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. So guys, this transit specifically becomes more important for people who are in job. Like whether you are in job, you are in the fields of law or health industry, fitness industry, all those people will get benefited. Now guys, even during this time, if there is going to be any work related travel, that will also prove to be very beneficial. So guys, apart from the good and the benefit side, that whatever hard work you have been putting in, you will get the due recognition of that. Any of the guidance which you need right now, you will get the support from your mentors, from your advisors, from your teachers. Any of the guiding light which you are seeking, you will receive that. But apart from that guys, I also want to highlight one more thing over here, that many times what happens is that, see, ultimately we have to surrender all of our struggles, all of our problems to the feet of the gods. But during this time specifically, if you will initiate any like whatsoever hardship, let's say for example, if you're going through any problem and you want to keeping that problem in the mind, and if you will undertake any religious pilgrimage, that God, I'm just gonna do this pilgrimage and help me get rid of this ongoing problem. Because ultimately guys, we talk about different soul significator planet, Atma Karaka planet for everyone, but ultimately it's the Sun which is the natural Atma Karaka soul significator for all of us. So this practice can be considered. And apart from that, at your line of work, a very good time where you are heading towards. And for all those people who are going through any of the lawsuit related problem, any of the consistent health related issue can also be resolved with this entry of Sun in your 9th house. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Sun in the Scorpio sign. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. धन्यवाद.